world. Don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in with the Real Mina Millions. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Whatever you do, share the video. I don't care what you do. I'm in a car and I'm driving. I don't want to put the phone up like too much and then like the cops and stuff. But I hope the quality and the sound and stuff is okay. I am recording on my phone. It is dark in the car, but this is the best I can do right now. Like, I want to just come on here and basically talk to you guys and just like get some things off my chest. This is like a mini, I'm gonna call it a mini story time or whatever, but I gotta come up with a good name too. Like, yeah, I don't know. Releasing bad energy. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a cute name or something for the title when I do post this. I don't know if it's gonna be a short. I don't know if it's gonna be like a video that I post. But this is to my content creators. Just know y'all can record and do whatever y'all want to do anywhere. And you don't gotta have the best quality. If you got supporters and you got people that like to hear what you gotta say, just put your videos out, do your thing, just do what you gotta do, and just go from there. Because honestly, sometimes the unexpected videos where you be in random places at random times, those be the best videos. Those be the ones that do numbers, go viral, all that other stuff like that. So no, I'm not on here trying to be cute. I'm not on here set up to strategically tell a story or tell a story off of memory, trying to be cute and all this other stuff. No, I am dressed. I'm on my way to work. I have an hour drive, and I just felt like, you know what? Let me just talk. Let me just vent a little bit. Like, let me just vent. Can I vent? Please. But I was talking to my cousin today, and I was really like, catching up with her. We kind of like, she kind of got mad with me, and she felt like I was a little distant from her. And not that she was mad, it was more like, why are you distant with me, And at the time, I just had so much other stuff on my mind and so much other stuff going on that I responded a little passive aggressive. But she knows me, and she know, like, I love her, and it's never no smoke. Like, it's never that between us. She is one of the people that be like, hey, you need to check yourself. Like she's not afraid to let me know, like, I'm not being the best version of myself. And I love that for me, because we all need people like that in our lives. But we need somebody that can say, you're not being the best version of yourself right now. I don't like you right now. You're doing this to me right now. And you are supposed to be able to be receptive of someone telling you that you're not being nice. You're not treating them well. You're not responding to things the way you normally would. Like, and it's people like that that they know something is wrong or something is going on, or they just feel like maybe they probably feel like maybe I did something, like, did I do something to this person or whatever. So I genuinely appreciate that, and I had to let her know today, like, I genuinely love you, and I genuinely appreciate that, because I don't want to be the only person that call people out on their stuff. I don't want to be the only person that be the one that's like vocal and real about whatever. I want to be able to do that, and have friends and family members and stuff that do that to me as well. Like, other than her, my mom was like the only person, and my daughter's dad, like, called me on my side, like, you doing this, you doing that. Which my daughter's dad, his communication skills are way low than theirs. Like, my mom is kind of like straightforward. She's just gonna say what she gotta say and let you know, like, this is how I feel, this is what I feel you're doing. My cousin, she was nicer with it. She was more softer and kinder with it to me, because she knows me and she knows my heart. My daughter's dad, he's kind of like aggressive with everything he say and do, and he's one of those types that he's overly aggressive. So like I was talking to my cousin, I was basically telling her like, you know, cause she thought I changed my phone number, and I was like, no, you know, I changed my other number, not this number. Like, this is the number that important people have. This is the number that the doctors have. You know, this and that, whatever. I don't one of my numbers I don't change. I don't fiddle with. I don't do none of that because it is the one that the important people have. If you're important, you have this number. If you're not important, you don't have it. I keep yawning, but I'm so sorry. So me and her was talking, and we basically was talking about different things or whatever. And I was telling her like, you know, I was just letting her know that I was thankful for her for doing that, because sometimes you don't know what you're doing. You can be doing something in a moment that you're not aware that you're doing. Like, you're physically doing it, but mentally you're not aware of what you're doing. And I don't know any other words to say to put it in like better terms, but it's just kind of like, okay, I know that I'm alive. I know that I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but it's like I don't know I'm being mean in this moment. I don't know. And it's y'all, some people are gonna be like, well, you do know when you're being mean. You don't, because sometimes you can say something. Like, I had a friend one time, I said something to her. We were in the car, and something happened to a kid that was very close to her, which was a fatal something that happened. And the person that was accused for this alleged crime, I said, oh, that's so and so that went to school with us, little brother. And she was like, I don't give a fuck who brother it is. I don't give, like, she just came off very aggressive and nasty. And I was just like, whoa, like, damn. I was just saying, like, I don't know if you remember, but this is old girl from school's brother. Like, I wasn't saying it like, you know, like, oh, they just the biggest this and that, like, yo, y'all might wanna, no, I wasn't saying it like that. So it was just kind of like, and it took me back from, I was like, whoa. And I had to let her know, like, hey, I was just telling you, like, do you remember her? Like, that's her baby brother. Like, that's not even her older brother. Like, I wasn't trying to, you know, the person that is allegedly accused is like so young. You know, I can see why this immature act happened, but for it to be an innocent kid, yeah, he needs to go under, like, you know. So it wasn't like I was against her. I wasn't trying to, you know, nothing like that. But it's things like that, like, people don't even know, like, they're coming off passive aggressive, angry, bitter, aggressive. Is just like, sometimes their deliverance, that's, I would think that's the correct term, their deliverance, their thoughts are in their head, and then before they could even think it through and process it before saying something, they just say something, and the deliverance come off a different way. So that's kind of like what took place. And me and her was talking, and I basically was letting her know, like, you know, that's why I'm thankful that she was, you know, very patient and understanding. Like, okay, you know, my cousin acting a little different. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I did something, you know, whatever. She's distant, you know, whatever. And sometimes when you become distant too with people, that can make them feel like they've done something to you. And I'm learning to not distance myself and not make people feel like they did something or they're wrong for whatever actions. And what made me realize this was because I have a close friend who did the same thing to me. But it was kind of like, you ever had somebody, like, you ever had people, a friend or a family member, whoever around you, and it's like every time something good happens in your life, they have the most negative shit going on, or they coming to you with the most negative things, and it's like, no, I'm not doing it, I'm not entertaining it, nobody's, you know, I'm just not. So this time, like, with the important events that was going on in my life, I was just like, you know what? I'm not entertaining nothing. I'm not inserting myself. I don't have any advice to give. I don't have nothing. I'm giving all of me to people, and I'm putting myself last. My events are important. They're the biggest part of my life. They're what's happening for me. This is when I should be happy. I should be the most uplifted, the most motivated, and all of that. So I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. And I basically had a talk with my mom, and I was just like, Mom, I don't. Okay, so let me just take it back. The beginning of 2022, I had a close friend that was a guy. As y'all know, the one that I call Liar. I had a close friend, and me and Liar was close, but things had started taking a turn for the worse. Probably about October, close to my birthday in 2022, and we were still like kicking it, still cool. We was not active, y'all know what I mean. Like, we wasn't active, we wasn't doing none of that. We would hug, maybe a little pet kiss here and there, whatever. But my third eye started opening to a lot of different things. And me and Liar, like, when I get into a lot of story times about him, like, y'all, let's see, me and Liar had a lot of situations, a lot of things that happened, that we both played a part in. And I want to find the right words. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But we both played a part in, and basically, y'all, that was like a crazy yawn, right? So, me and Liar both played a part in a lot of things that we had going on in our life, whatever. And when my birthday came in 2022, like October came, we were kind of like, rocky, iffy, whatever. We were still cool, but for the most part. But I had kind of started like picking up on a lot of different things. I kind of started seeing this person for who they were, and not saying that this person was a bad person at all. That's not what I'm saying. Because he had great things about him, and he had things about him that I didn't like, things that I didn't care for, and I'm pretty sure it was vice versa. But around my birthday time, my birthday came, he took me out, we went to dinner and things like that. And then what happened after that, y'all? I'm trying to drive and basically tell this story, so please forgive me. But we basically, the night of my birthday, he was like, yeah, I know you probably want to get busy. Mind you, we probably haven't did anything in like 2 months at this time. And I was just like, yeah, like, so when we left from dinner, I didn't got 3,000 in the car, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in my mood. I didn't have my little drink, my food. He ate. We both, we talking, we laughing, we vibing, we listening to music, we chilling. I done did this to him. This is first time like experiencing that in a vehicle. And I'm just like, yeah, let me just let my hair down. Let me just, okay, get out my head for the night. It's my birthday, like he said, whatever. So when we got back to my crib, like, I'm thinking, okay, we about to get it popping. But he goes to say he didn't have any protection. Granted, okay, get it. I'm, cool. I'm not mad. We haven't been active in 2 months. You should always want to protect yourself. I love that for me. I love that for you. I'm never against that. Like, and any guy I've ever been involved with will tell you, I am the advocate for put that shit on. Like, I'll be like, no, ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. I done had guys beg, like, please. I mean, I'm like, nah, not doing it. Like, no. Because it's so much that comes. Sorry, y'all, I had got a call. But anyways, what was I saying? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so back to that. So it was just kind of like after that night, he was like, I don't have protection or whatever, and he was just like, I don't want to, go without none. I don't want any kids. I don't da. So I'm like, okay, cool. And the crazy part about it, like, my spidey senses started tingling. They started tingling because I had already had a conversation with him prior, and I was like, listen, if you're active with other people, don't be active with me. I am cool. I can be your friend, kick it, laugh, chill, keep it pushing. So it pissed me off because I was just like, you took me out for my birthday. You made these specific comments. I just put my mouth on you, but you are going so hard about wanting to use protection. Which we had a situation where I was pregnant from him before, and we had a big spill over that, right? Boom. Something happened. I'll get into that story in details later. No, we don't have a kid together, but it was just like, okay, why did you, bring up the fact that, I probably want to do this and da da da, like, and I just put my mouth on you. We passed 50 fucking gas stations where you could have grabbed some or whatever the case was. But you're just so gun-ho on, So I was just like, okay, cool. Basically, that told me everything I needed to know. I'm like, okay, so basically you're either fucking or you think that I'm fucking and you're just... But why would you still allow me to guac 3 million you, but you like, so it just really pissed me off, and I literally didn't understand his thought process. So I was like, you know what, this guy don't fuck with me, like, at all. Like, and it wasn't about the acts or none of that. It was just more like I'm about to bite my throat. It just kind of made me feel like icky, yucky. Like, it just put me in a space of, he don't fuck with you, like, he don't like you, you know what I'm saying? So, and at that point, that's when my delusion went the fuck away, because I was like, you know what, bitch, you might been the Lulu for a little minute, like, really fucking with somebody heavy, this your friend, I didn't put no pressure on nothing. Anybody will tell you, anybody that I used to fuck with, like, that I was cool with, any of my homegirls, they'll tell you, I never once went around my family and was like, yeah, that's my man, and I've never done that. I've never done that to my friends. I've never done that to my family. They would always be like, oh, y'all in a relationship. I was like, no, we're not. That is my friend. We're cool, whatever. Oh, but y'all be together like y'all. I'm like, we cool. Like, it's nothing like that. Like, we cool. We be together. We hanging out. And we mostly hung out more than we even was active. So it was just kind of like, okay, all right, cool. My bad, y'all. I had to drink some of my tea. But it was just kind of like, okay, cool. Whatever. But that night, like, I was so hurt because it made me feel like a disgusting person. Like, I was like, dang, like, you can mess around with several other girls, you're doing whatever, you this and that, but when it comes, like, you want to, you know what I'm saying, which, if you trying to protect me from something, you should have said, when I went to go put my mouth on you should have been like, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it was just kind of like, nah, he just don't want to you without none. Like, he just don't want to do that. So, and to this day, like, I still could never figure out what was the thought process or the logic behind it, because it was stupid. Because if you felt like you were going to catch something from me, I put my mouth on you. If you felt like I was going to contract something from you, I put my mouth on you. So it was just kind of like, it was stupid. So to me, it just really it was just like, nah, it's clear as day. He don't want to you. Like, He's cool with you sucking him up. He's cool with you chilling, whatever he don't want to fuck you, like, whatever. But it was weird because it's like, why did you bring it up? I didn't ask you. I didn't say, oh, you're gonna beat my cheeks tonight. I didn't do none of that. I didn't say none of that. We said we were going to dinner. That was supposed to be my birthday present from you, which was cool. I didn't bring up nothing. I smoked the little tree with him that night. I had my drink. I was feeling good. I still didn't pressure nothing. So when you brought this up and I did what I did in the car, you should have said, no, let's not go down that road. Let's not do that. Like, I felt like he did that to start an argument with me because he did not want to me. And it was cool. Like, I know I'm very attractive. I know I have a nice body. I know that I'm a fucking freak. I'm a Scorpio. I am a nasty bitch. Like, I'ma get down and dirty. It's nothing that's off limits when it comes to me. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just that. Like, I didn't got my makeup done. I'ma insert a picture. I hadn't got my makeup done. I had on my Burberry jacket. I was stepping like I was that. I felt like that for my birthday. Like, we even took pictures on my birthday. Took pictures. And I was just like, all of that. Like, you my dog. Like, you my friend. I didn't put no pressure on anything. Because I know me. And I was just like, nah, I'm not doing that. And like, sometimes females, we can be very delusional. Some men can be delusional too, but I was just like, no, not doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So after I, like, that night, like, I just really sat in my bed and I was just like, like, he don't fuck with me. Like, he don't like me for real. Like, he don't even fuck with me as a friend. Like, because why would you make me feel down or bad about anything on my birthday? Like, why would you ruin my birthday? Like, why would you do that? And literally, like, I talked to my daughter's dad about everything. So I was talking to him about it, and he was just like, that's weird to me. He was like, I don't ever want you to feel like something is wrong with you. I don't ever want you to feel like you're not good enough for somebody. He was like, you bad as a bitch. Like, you that. Like, you got a lot going for yourself. You nice. You pretty. You got a banging body. You a good mom. You clean as a bitch. Like, he was like, don't ever feel bad about yourself. He was like, don't ever let nobody else actions make. Like, he I'm not gonna lie, like, his pep talk, he was like, man, that shit is crazy to me. Like, I can't believe, like, he really thought I was lying to him. I was like, I'm not lying to you. Like, this is literally how my birthday went. And I was telling my friends, but I'm like, it is so weird. I'm like, it's so fucking weird. Like, he's so weird. And they was just like, yeah, that shit just crazy. And it was like, this the person that, and I'm like, yes, like, this is the same person that be around. Y'all, it was so weird. It was just strange as a bitch. But it got my wheels turning. So I go to tell y'all this little short story to basically let y'all know, like, so this got my wheels turning where I really started separating my emotions from reality. And I was just like, you know what? He don't fuck with me. He don't like me. He here for some type of beneficial gain, but he don't fuck with me like that. Like, it ain't nothing that he could say that will convince me he fuck with me like that, because he don't. And literally, I confide in my friends, my family, my daughter's dad, like, and everybody was telling me, like, it's not you, like, and I'm telling them verbatim, like, I'm telling them about the guac, all that. I'm telling them, like, yo, this is how the shit happened. Like, so then after that, I had already paid for us some NFL tickets to go see my team, to see Baltimore play Jacksonville. And we went to the game. And I don't even give a who pieced together, like, who I'm talking about from this, because I don't care. Like, I don't care. It's nothing nobody can do to me. Nothing. Like, I don't give a fuck about this person. None of that. This is a story time that just came across my mind because of some other triggering shit that me and my cousin discussed. And I was just like, you know what? Like, damn. Like, it's crazy. Like, when you protect it, and that third eye and your chakras start aligning, and how things just come to your eye. You like, oh my, it's like a ding, like it's just something that hits you like a bell ringing or something, and you delusion, emotions, feelings, all that go out the window, and you be so aligned. You be like, it's scary because you feel it. But I got us the tickets or whatever. That was my birthday gift to myself. So I was like, hey, you want to go? You want to go with me? You know, before I asked anybody else, I was like, hey, you want to go with me to the game? Like, that's my birthday gift to myself. You know, whatever. I bought 2 tickets. I'm taking somebody with me, whatever. So he's like, yeah, cool, I'll go. I bought us the jerseys and everything. So I'm like, okay, you know, this is my friend. Like, okay, this is my friend. He going with me. Like, he supporting me, whatever. Cool. So when this like the game came up like a week after my birthday. So we talking. I'm like, yeah, you know, I want to go down to Jacksonville a day early so I can see one of my friends I haven't saw in a long time. Because prior when we discussed that we were going to go together, that he was going to drive, or even if we drove his car or we drove my truck, whatever, he was going to drive. We was going to go down there together. Bam. If you go into a game or anything, you would think that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go somewhere together. You're not going to let someone go somewhere by themselves. Like, you're going together because this is supposed to be an experience together. So he was like, oh, well, just let me know if you're going down there early, and then I'll just meet you down there or whatever. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, huh, the fuck, like, damn, like, now my friend can't even go with me to Jacksonville a day early. Like, we could have, you know, you my friend, you could have meet my friend. If you didn't want to meet my friend, I could have still go meet my friend, you know, link up with her, whatever. She's married. At least, you know, I was gonna link her. You could have hang out with her husband. You know, they could have showed us some different things around Jacksonville. You know, whatever. Like, we could have kicked it in Jacksonville, get some one-on-one time, like friends, you know, discuss a lot of business opportunities and things that we were discussing, and, you know, really relax, wind down, and just kick it and chill. And it was just like, okay. But when he said that, I was kind of like, the fuck, like, I'm supposed to drive, you know, I'm a female, whatever, which I don't have no problem, because I've went several places by myself, but this is something we're supposed to experience together, because this is part of my birthday. Okay, you already ruined part 1. Fuck it, I'm over that. Let's go, let's keep it pushing. Now, so I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to go to the game no more. Like, you know, fuck it. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't care. I'll get this ticket. So why would you do that? Why would you? I'm like, because why wouldn't you want to? Because I have things to do. I need to stay here and make money. I need this, and that. And I'm like, you need to make money that bad that you can't go to Jacksonville a day early. Like, you going somewhere where everything is paid for. You don't have to pay for shit. And you literally acting like I'm asking you to go bungee jumping or to fucking skydive with nothing on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like weird. I'm like, and it's just like he just started moving so weird. Like, it was just weird as, I'm like, you know, this crazy. Like, then he started, yeah, when we go to the game, I'm not posting nothing on Snapchat because I just don't like people in my business. So I'm like, you ain't posting nothing on Snapchat, okay? So, you know, to me as a female, I'm like, most of the time when guys do that, they got something going on that they trying to keep, you know, under wraps. They don't want nobody to know they with this other person or whatever the case is. So I'm like, okay, bingo, there it go. So I ain't say nothing about it. So he like, what were you doing about going to Jacksonville? You going a day early, or are we riding together, or what? I don't know. So like, I didn't got an attitude. And I literally wanted to ask for my ticket back so bad. So I was talking to my brother about it. I was like, I want my fucking ticket back so bad. Like, I want to take I could have taken my brother with me. I could have taken my sister with me. I could have taken anybody with me. But bitch, I'm taking you with me because you're supposed to be my friend. I fuck with you. You cool. I don't have no problem with you. Whatever. I don't care. We ain't active. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? We cool. I fuck with you. If you say I'm like one of the guys and I'm your home girl and this and that, treat me how you treat your home. Your homeboys. You go out of town with your homeboys. You go out of town for 2-3 days at a time with them. He gonna tell me, oh, if I go out of town, if I were to go to Jacksonville with you and we would have stayed in a hotel together, and if I didn't fuck you, it would have been a problem. And if I did fuck you, it would have been a problem. And I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? Like, he had every excuse. So I'm like, this nigga got a bitch. But he trying to keep this shit so together. Like, and niggas don't know, like, with females, when we know y'all, we know y'all. We know what the fuck really going on. We ain't stupid. Like, we see. So this motherfucker, my bad, y'all. I was going through the security gate. But this motherfucker basically was just like, you know, doing shit that I'm like, okay, he don't even know. Like, I done pieced together. Like, you talking to somebody, you got something going on, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? That's when I really started, like, looking at the facts of the whole friendship. And I was just like, yo, he not my friend. Like, the way I'm his friend, he not my friend. And I would voice that to him, like, yo, you not my friend. Like, for real. Like, you sit here and you portray like you my friend, like you rock with me, you fuck with me, you da 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 da. You don't fuck with me like that. Like, you not my friend. You not who you say you are to me. Like, you moving shiesty as a bitch. Like, I didn't ruin your birthday at all. Like, your birthday came, I treated you well, I bought you stuff. I believe we probably did do something off of the strength of him. It wasn't me. Like, you know, 'cause it take two people to do something. I didn't ruin your birthday. I tried to make your birthday memorable. Ever since I've been in your life, I try to make everything memorable. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, he not my friend. Like, he don't really fuck with me. Like, it's not given what it should be given. I am literally sitting here and I'm friends with somebody that really not my friend. Like, you really the enemy. Like, you really against me. Like, you really don't fuck with me. Like, and I'm so blind by just being who I am that I didn't see it. And I'm like, even with past situations I'm gonna get into later, I'm like, yo, like, he really had to say these things. He really had to do these things for a bitch that he was dealing with to think like I was really the Lulu or crazy behind him, when it wasn't giving none of that. I was literally his motherfucking friend, trying to show love and trying to spread love and show people like it's okay to be you. It's okay to show love. It's okay, because everybody is not out to get you. And I'm like, yo, I've never took anything from him. I've never asked him for money. I've never tried to use him for anything. I've never tried to anything. So why the fuck are you so weird to me? Like, you're weird to me. Why? And it's the shit that really kind of like got my wheels tingling. We went to the game together and we had a great time. When we got to the game, after eventually I was like, you know what, all right, cool, I'll go with you to the game. Cool, I'll ride with you. So y'all, I'm gonna finish this story real quick because I'm at work and I was supposed to have been here hours ago. 3 hours ago, in fact. So we went to the game together. We get to the game, he posting, I'm posting. We laughing, we kicking it, we having a good time, good grand old time, laughing. I'm living it up. I'm buying stuff. I don't care how much it costs. I'm doing all that. Like, I'm at this game. I'm here to see my team play. I'm having a good time. So I didn't, have my drink. He had a drink. We on the thing. He's putting his hand around me. We laughing with the other Baltimore fans. We having a good time. Like, literally, like, when I say the best time we had in a long time, with no argument, no disagreements, no nothing. So I was just like, you know what, dang, like, we having a good old time right now. We cool right now. Like, everything good. Like, ain't no pressure. Like, we straight. So he basically was just like, he had a good time. We get in the car, we leave, we head back to Carolina. And I said, you know what? I ain't tripping. I'm in the car, I'm chilling, I'm on my phone. I ain't really talking or doing too much or whatever, because I'm just like, what I'm saying? We had a good time, but I'm still in my feelings a little bit about certain things, like just the way he was moving. And it was just crazy to me because as smart as a woman I am, young female, I knew better. You know what I'm saying? I knew I should have been picked up on the actions. And when you so gun ho on love and you just a genuine person and you just want to love people and you want to see the good in people, you find excuses for them. And you find like, okay, me and this person, we've been cool, I ain't gonna just throw it away or whatever. So like after that, we got home, we still was talking, and he was the type that he would call me. He will call me. I never called him. I never text him. I never did nothing, because when we said we friends, I'm going to act like a friend. I'm never going to overplay my part. I'm not going to sit here and basically drill you. I'm not going to keep calling you. I'm not going to keep doing none of that. And I literally had to show my friends and my family, like, look, this how many times a day he called me. Like, within an hour, if I don't answer, this how many times he called me and text me and this, and that. And it's like, everybody kept saying he's weird. Like, it was like, he's just weird. Like, why he? And I'm like, I don't know. And I felt like, at the time, I'm like, okay, it gotta be another female or whatever. It's something. Like, why he's so weird to me. And it's just, I had to realize that it's the person, it's not me. And it's just, people are gonna fuck with people how they want to fuck with them. And then he went out of town with his friends after that. And I was just like, funny. I didn't say nothing to him, but I started thinking, I'm like, it's so crazy that when I wanted to go to Jacksonville a day early, he didn't want to go. But his friends, they going to Charlotte. They leaving on a Friday. And he just all ready to go. Packed and ready to go, baby. But you will rush and go with your friends, homeboys, and go out of town for 2-3 days at a time. But when I wanted to go to Jacksonville a day early, it wouldn't even have been a full day we would have been there. Because if we had to leave and go there that Saturday, the game was that Sunday in the afternoon. It was weird. It was crazy. It was just so crazy. And then he even said, like, well, maybe after the game we can go, like, to Dave and Buster's or something and kick it. After the game, we got in the car and we left. And I didn't say nothing. I was like, nah, I'm not saying nothing. I ain't doing it. I ain't getting my feelings into nothing. So I was in the car the whole time quiet. Because I'm like, you know what? I ain't about to argue with him in his car. Let me get back home on my territory. Let me get back home to my vehicle. Let me get back home to my house. Let me get back home to my space and just move accordingly. So, like, I just kind of, like, started drifting back from him a little bit. Like, I started drifting back. And then I started, I just started drifting back. And he, like, kind of noticed, like, oh, what's up with you? Like, you been acting kind of crazy. Like, you just been acting distant and this. I'm like, nah, nothing. I'm just chilling. I'm cool. I'm, whatever. And he would keep, calling, keep doing all this other stuff. And it's like, when we home, you up my ass. Like, you popping up to my house. What you doing today? Where you at? Calling me, texting me, filling me in by everything going on throughout the day in your little day. All of that. And I'm just like, still being the person I am. Because that's just me. But at the same time, I'm watching actions and I'm watching movement. So, December came, Christmas came. And he literally goes and buy me and my daughter so much stuff for Christmas. And I bought him and his son a lot of things for Christmas as well. We both trying to fulfill the kids' Christmas, whatever. And I also wanted to make his Christmas. So I got him an LLC to start a business. I'm like, you know what? As a friend, help him get, maybe if he in a space where because he keeps saying, like, He need to stay and make money. He need to do this. He make money, make money, make money, make money. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I'm the friend that can help put him in a position to be like, okay, I'm straight, I'm set, I don't gotta worry about nothing. I can take this stress off of me. I'm good. Let me do that. So I'm supporting, I'm doing all this and that. And it was just like, after that, like, I still had my feelings about certain things, but I was like, you know what, John, just let it go. Y'all not in a relationship, it's not your man. And that's the thing about it. Stop allowing yourself to say, let some shit go. Because when you continue to do that, to say, oh, let me let this go, let me let that go, you put more and more on yourself and more of your feelings on the back burner, and you give people the chance to say, oh, I can treat her any kind of way and she's still gonna be my friend, she's still gonna fuck with me. So this is what, like, my feelings with this story and everything popped up today, that I want to just let people know, like, stop letting people think that they can play with you. Like, stop letting people think that you're so easygoing and you're just so nice that whatever they do and say, they can still come back in your life and everything gonna be good. Nah, fuck them, fuck that. And let them know, like, bitch, so, like, the me now, this ain't even been long ago, but the me now, nah, I don't play that shit. You want to bounce and you getting out my life, get the going. And I was so hurt when this friendship ended. I was butt ass hurt, because, like, when I tell y'all, I felt like this was my twin in male. I'm like, yo, this my twin. Like, we both got a giving heart. We both da 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 da. I get it. If you don't want to be active with me, fine. If you don't want, but what I wanted him to stop doing was stop calling me like we're in a relationship. Stop fucking with me like we boyfriend and girlfriend. And he didn't understand fucking boundaries. And I had to tell him, like, yo, you need to set boundaries. That's why you find yourself in so much fucking situations, because you don't set boundaries. You sit here and you allow things to happen, and then when it get too far, you be looking fucking stupid in the face and looking dumb like a deer in headlights, because you don't set boundaries. And I told him, I was like, I have to set boundaries with you. And I felt like that was some shit that triggered him when I said I needed to set boundaries, because I'm not your baby mama. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your family member. I'm none of that. I will look at myself as a family member if we close like that, we friends. But it was just like weird shit. Y'all, I just got so much I want to say, but I don't want this to be so long. But I'm going to just wrap this up. So with those type of things that happen, and that shit taught me basically to pay attention to the signs and the red flags with people, and stop letting people treat you any kind of way. Because literally, after that, stuff started, like, boom, it just started coming to me. I ain't even had to look for nothing. It was just like my chakra, and I was so well balanced and aligned and so favored and protected. It was just like boom, boom, boom. It was just in my face, and I was just like, you playing yourself, because it's in your face. You look like a crazy person. It's in your face. And I had a friend that told me when I first got involved with him, you need to cut that off. I don't like him. I was like, why? Because he think he's so slick and he playing in your face, and he don't even think that it's noticeable. But he don't know you got people around you that fuck with you and care about you. She was like, I can see that shit from a mile away. He reminded me so much of my narcissistic ass ex. And when I tell you, she was spot on and she was dead ass right. And I say, damn, if I had to listen to my friend then, I wouldn't be in this situation now. But because I was so gun-ho on trying to fix people, trying to show people different love, trying to do this and do that, and show a person, like, I'm fucking with you, I'm your friend, I rock with you, you don't have to ever question me. I put myself in situations that I didn't have to put myself into. But it was a lesson for me, and I needed that lesson. So I know, like, God, my angels, all of that was protecting me and showing me, like, this is the lesson you need to learn in this moment. And you need to see, like, it's people out there that genuinely will love you for who you are and the person that you are, without you even having to do too much or to show them. They will see it. They will see you, your walking halo and wings when they meet you. You don't have to show them. And that was like my biggest lesson. So when me and my cousin was talking today, And I was telling her about like, yo, like I literally have no friends. Like when 2023 came and I told my mom, I was like, by the end of 2023, I ain't gonna have no friends. Because I was so in line, I felt it. I felt that shit was not genuine with people. I felt that people was not who they say they were. I felt that people was under-eyeing and envious of me. I had a bitch that was trying to mimic me so bad. Trying to mimic me bad. And it became scary. And then the bitch would play victim and play like they didn't do nothing wrong. And then, like, I always tell people, you know the person that's in the wrong because they go try to recruit people on their side. And they try to get people to basically be on their side so that the people know, like, okay, well, oh, my people, I already told him. So this is my story. I'm sticking to my story and they need to be on my side. And it wasn't even no story to tell. But I'm going to leave this at that because this story can go on and on and on and on and on. So I'm going to get into part 2 next. This is going to be the start of the awakening series. Something. I'm going to call it something, but it's going to be the start of that. And because I'm at work, I'm going to just go ahead and leave this at that. I know the quality ain't the best. I know everything ain't how it's supposed to be, but we're gonna make it work and we're gonna make it twerk and we're gonna get it back rolling. And part 2 will be in a different setting with some lighting and all this other stuff. It might be in my car in the morning too when I leave here. But yeah, that's basically like story, like liar, weirdo, and some other motherfucker people too that I gotta name. But we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty and I'm gonna basically let y'all know like everything. Y'all know I'm gonna be very open and transparent, and that's why I say like I had to sit aside and get off my chest because I hate when people think like, oh, she just so got it made, she just so perfect. Nah, I work to get where I am. I work to get the things that I have, and I keep pushing for me, not for other people. And I had to basically this story is to let people know, take you back. Whatever you do, take you back. Put yourself first. The energy that you put into other people, take that and put it into you and watch what you become. But on that note, y'all, don't forget to hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, whatever. All of that. Share it to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter after dark, all of that, y'all. But yeah, so I'm at work and I'll be back with part 2. Part 2 will be pre-recorded. I might record it in the morning when I leave here. Because when I leave here, I do have to go to another client.